This week, while the tech world is still buzzing about Apple's upcoming iPhone Fold, a $2,000 device rumored to arrive in 2026, Elon Musk just flipped the entire conversation. According to early supply chain leaks from Tesla and Starlink, a new Tesla Pi phone Fold, priced at just $179, is already in internal testing, and it's designed to wipe out every foldable phone in its path, including Apple's. What makes Tesla confident enough to enter the phone war at 1/10 the cost? How can a $179 foldable even compete with Apple's most premium lineup? And most importantly, is this the kind of practical tech you'd actually buy and use every day? We're diving into all of that, and more, in today's video. If you want the kind of deep, fact-driven coverage that mainstream tech channels won't touch, hit subscribe, ring that bell, and help AutoGearshift reach 15,111 gearheads powering the smartest Tesla community on YouTube. Let's shift gears. How is Apple's upcoming iPhone Fold a bold innovation? Or the company's most expensive mistake yet? Apple's first foldable iPhone, unofficially called the iPhone Fold, is shaping up to be one of the company's boldest and priciest experiments yet. According to multiple credible leaks, Apple is preparing to enter the foldable market in the second half of 2026, aiming to merge the portability of a phone with the usability of a tablet. Unlike the clamshell-style designs popularized by Samsung and Motorola, Apple's approach reportedly follows a book-style fold, opening like a mini iPad rather than flipping vertically. The device is expected to feature a 7.8-inch internal display when unfolded, and a 5.5-inch external screen for daily use. Its thickness is where Apple wants to make headlines, just 4.5 to 4.8 millimeters when open, and about 9 to 9.5 millimeters when folded. If these numbers hold true, it would make the iPhone Fold even thinner than the current iPhone Air at 5.6 millimeters, setting a new record for the slimmest foldable ever produced. To achieve that, Apple is rumored to use a titanium or titanium aluminum alloy frame, balancing lightweight with rigidity, a clear attempt to reinforce durability without compromising design. Inside, Apple is reportedly testing an under-display selfie camera, UDC, potentially removing Face ID entirely in favor of Touch ID, which would mark a major design shift for the iPhone lineup. The company is also said to be developing a crease-free flexible OLED panel and a high-precision hinge system, both aimed at delivering a seamless, premium experience worthy of Apple's brand image. But innovation like this won't come cheap. Industry analysts expect the starting price in the US to land between $1,800 and $2,000, pushing it well beyond the reach of mainstream users. While the device may unfold into a tablet-like display ideal for multitasking or streaming, its folded form is still nearly 9 millimeters thick, making it bulkier than most standard smartphones. Add in the usual concerns about screen durability, hinge longevity, and battery efficiency, and Apple's foldable dream starts to look more like a high-risk luxury bet than a mass-market product. What do you think about 2026 becoming the year of foldable phones? Would you actually want to own one? Or do you think it's just a passing trend? Comment yes if you're excited to see foldables like the iPhone Fold hit the market, and share why in the comments below. How can a $179 Tesla Pi phone Fold possibly outsmart the $2,000 iPhone Fold? The Tesla Pi phone Fold, expected to launch between $179 and $199, undercuts Apple's rumored $1,999 iPhone Fold by nearly 10 times. Musk's strategy is clear. Make the foldable smartphone accessible to the mainstream, especially for Tesla and Starlink users, and for emerging markets where Apple and Samsung remain luxury brands. The design follows a book-style horizontal fold, but Tesla's engineers have pushed for practicality over vanity. The Pi Fold is 20% lighter than Apple's expected foldable, weighing just under 220 grams, with a folded thickness of 8.8 millimeters and an unfolded profile of 4.2 millimeters. thinner than any major foldable currently in production. Inside, the 7.6-inch graphene OLED display runs at a blazing 144 Hz refresh rate with 2,200 nits of peak brightness, surpassing even the iPhone 17 Pro Max's 2,000 nits. The outer 5.4-inch panel supports up to 400,000 folds before wear, double the durability of Samsung's current hinge standard of 200,000. Performance-wise, Tesla is taking cues from its own full self-driving FSD chips. The new Tesla Neural Processor, TNP1, is based on the same architecture as the HW 4.0 chip inside modern Teslas, tuned for AI-driven efficiency. Early benchmarks suggest around 1.9 million points on Antutu, putting it ahead of Snapdragon 8 Gen 3's approximately 1.7 million. Running on Tesla OS, the system integrates Starlink Connect, Tesla Car Control, and Optimus Sync, allowing the phone to directly manage your Tesla, view autopilot cameras, or even track your humanoid robot. The AI-driven interface adapts to user habits, reducing power draw by up to 35% compared to Android-based systems. Furthermore, by designing the TNP1 chip in-house, the same way it develops the FSD computer for its cars, Tesla avoids paying up to 25 to 30% in licensing and chipset royalties that brands like Apple and Samsung usually pay to suppliers like Qualcomm or TSMC. Powering this entire system is a 6,000 mAh graphene battery, a leap beyond traditional lithium-ion packs. Instead of using lithium as the main active material, graphene batteries rely on graphene sheets, carbon atoms arranged in a single layer, that are 200 times stronger than steel yet incredibly thin and conductive. This structure allows electrons to move 10 times faster than in conventional lithium cells, drastically improving both charging speed and heat management. With this tech, the Pi Phone Fold supports 120 watts wired and 60 watts wireless charging, meaning it can fully recharge from 0 to 100% in under 9 minutes without overheating. By comparison, even the latest iPhone 17 Pro Max and Samsung Z Fold 6 take around 30 to 40 minutes to reach similar levels on their fastest chargers. Graphene's high thermal conductivity, roughly 5,000 watts per meter Kelvin compared to lithium's 400 watts per meter Kelvin, means it disperses heat almost instantly, extending the battery's lifespan by 30 to 35% and keeping the phone cool under heavy gaming or AI workloads. Tesla also applies its automotive-grade cooling architecture, similar to what's used in Model 3 battery modules, ensuring consistent performance and minimal degradation over time. In real-world terms, users can expect over 1,500 full charge cycles before noticeable capacity loss, nearly double the durability of a typical smartphone battery. Combined with solar trickle charging via Tesla's nano-photovoltaic backlayer, adding about 15% battery every 3 hours under sunlight. This makes the Pi Phone Fold not just fast charging, but almost energy independent, a fitting reflection of Musk's vision for sustainable, self-powered technology. On the imaging front, the Pi Fold houses a dual rear camera setup, 50-megapixel main plus 12-megapixel ultra-wide, and a 24-megapixel under-display front sensor capable of 8K/60 frames per second video. Instead of relying on traditional image processing pipelines, Tesla uses TeslaCam V3 stabilization and vision AI, the same neural network tech that powers its autonomous vehicles, allowing real-time object and light recognition for natural image balance. Why can Tesla make it this cheap? While Apple relies on over 200 third-party suppliers and pays an estimated 25 to 35% in component markups, Tesla designs and builds most of its hardware in-house. The TNP1 chip is produced on the same architecture as Tesla's FSD computer, using existing semiconductor capacity at its Texas facility instead of outsourcing to TSMC. The graphene battery cells are manufactured within Gigafactory Nevada, using modified 4680 battery lines, bringing cell production cost down to about $38 per unit, compared to the industry average of $70 to $80 for lithium-ion packs. Marketing costs practically zero. Apple spends roughly $1.2 billion per year on global marketing and advertising, about $45 per iPhone sold. Tesla doesn't spend a dime. Musk uses X and Tesla's own online community for promotion, turning every product tease or meme into viral marketing. A single Musk tweet can reach over 150 million users in an hour, generating the kind of exposure traditional campaigns would cost tens of millions to replicate. Production is where Tesla's real advantage lies. Instead of building new factories, Tesla is retooling part of its existing gigafactory production lines, using the same high-precision robotics that already assemble EV battery modules. According to internal estimates, that reuse strategy cuts setup and assembly costs by up to 42% compared to launching a dedicated smartphone plant. Even the Optimus humanoid robots are expected to handle repetitive assembly tasks, reducing labor costs to under $3 per phone, far below the $14 to $18 per unit labor cost in China's Foxconn facilities. Then comes the ecosystem. Tesla OS runs directly on Starlink Cloud, a closed-loop satellite network owned and operated by Tesla's sister company. Apple pays Amazon Web Services, AWS, up to $360 million annually to host iCloud infrastructure. Tesla pays itself nothing. By integrating Starlink bandwidth, Tesla avoids telecom fees and data storage costs, saving an estimated $15 to $20 per device per year in back-end operations. Add all that up, and the economics make sense. So here's the real twist. What most people see as a $179 stunt could actually be Musk's opening shot in the next tech revolution. Because for the first time, a company known for rockets and EVs is proving that vertical integration can crash the smartphone cartel, the same way the Model 3 crashed the luxury car market. Now I want to hear from you. Would you ditch your iPhone for a Tesla Fold if it really costs $179 and delivers all this power? What feature impresses you most on this upcoming? If you like where this is going, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you won't miss our next deep dive, right here on AutoGearshift, where tech meets reality.